It's Amanda. I am coming to you on Wednesday, August 26th, I believe it is. I'm about 6.5 weeks post-op, so this is going to be my 6-week update. Basically, one of the main things that I wanted to talk to you about is what my dietitian and surgeon kind of discussed with me at my 6-week post-op checkup. Ever since surgery, I've been extremely scared to eat carbs. Now, I'm still scared to eat carbs, but like when I say I'm scared to eat carbs, I mean like bread, crackers, things like that, which I'm still not doing, by the way. My dietitian told me that I need to add more carbs into my diet because I was not getting enough. When I showed her what I eat and things like that, she said your carb count's not high enough, like your macros, your carbs are not high enough, which confused me initially because I was like, we're not supposed to be eating carbs, you know. She said what she meant was that I needed to add nuts and fruits and vegetables and things like that to my diet, which I just got all my restrictions lifted, so you know, I wasn't supposed to have those things before anyway. So, sorry, I've got to adjust the camera here. So basically, what I wanted to let you guys know, because she said if you want to maximize your weight loss, you'll add in some more carbs, like the good kind of carbs, and you will, you should see some improvement, is what she told me. I was like, no. I'm doing great. Low carb, low sugar, high protein. You know, I'm doing great. I've lost 25 pounds. Well, let's see. I think it was actually, it was 25 to 30 pounds, depending on whose scale you step on. But anyway, that was last Thursday. And so today is Wednesday, like almost a week later, which actually I'm going to use my weight for yesterday. But I weighed in at 221.4 pounds last night. 221.4. Okay, when I went to my appointment last Thursday, when I weighed on my scale, it said I was 225.8. Their scale said 229 point something. 220, or maybe it was 227. Either way it goes, what I'm trying to tell you is she was right. I have been eating like at least 1 ounce of pistachio mix Planters nuts every day. Like if I get hungry or if I just feel like I need to eat something, but I don't really want to eat like a meal, I just grab one of these because I've portioned the whole thing out, and I just grab one of these and I nibble on it for a few minutes. And not only does it make me feel satisfied, but y'all, I have dropped from 227 or 225, like I said, whoever scale you want to go by, to 221.4 pounds since last Thursday. That's not even quite a week yet. That excites me. I feel like my dietitian knows what she's talking about. I feel like I'm happy that I listened to her, because I was seriously like, she is crazy. And why is she telling me to put carbs in my diet? Like, that's what we're supposed to be staying away from. But she was right, y'all. So I've been eating, like I said, the nuts. I've been having like a fruit smoothie at least once every other day, with strawberries and blueberries and stuff like that. So I guess the main reason why I wanted to say on this video today is don't be afraid of carbs. And when I say don't be afraid of carbs, yes, be very afraid of bread and crackers and stuff that is simple carbs, because they go straight through your body. Like your body breaks them down into sugar, and then therefore you burn it. You don't burn it, you store it. It stores as fat. But don't be afraid of nuts and fruits and vegetables. in moderation, of course. I'm not saying go and eat fruit all day, because there is natural sugar in there. But what I'm trying to explain is, I was extremely afraid, and my dietitian told me to do this, and I said, you know what, she said, and when I told her, I said, I'm nervous, I'm scared to add carbs back, I'm scared. She said, don't be scared. She said, I tell you what, she said, let's do this. Do it for a week, do it for 2 weeks. If you don't see a change, go back to what you were doing. If you see a change, continue doing it. So I said, you know what have I got to lose? Absolutely nothing but more weight, right? So that afternoon I said, okay, I went to Walmart, I bought some fruits, I made a smoothie the next morning, and I didn't even get to drink half the smoothie before I was full. And so then, like, you know, I ate like I had been doing for the rest of the day, my little small few meals and maybe like a little snack or something like that, but all protein, drinking plenty of water, and even going to the gym a couple of days. Well, I noticed in like 2 days time I had lost like over a pound, and so that right there made me feel like, oh snap, like I'm doing something right. And she was right. But then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep doing it and just see what happens. And then, like I said, last night when I weighed myself, I was like 221.4 pounds. Like, that is amazing. So for my first like mini goal, I want to get below 200, so I have 21.4 pounds to lose to get below 200 rather, to get into the 100s. And so I feel like it's right there. Like, I feel like it's within reach. I feel like it's attainable. I feel like nobody can touch me at this point. I feel like I know I've got the tools that I need. I've got my tool to sleep, and I feel like this is gonna work. So I said all that to say, you know, don't be afraid of carbs. It's very easy for us right after surgery to be afraid of simple carbs, and I don't think that I will ever eat bread like I used to. I mean, it would be nothing to go sit down in a restaurant and eat a biscuit at Red Lobster, or 2 or 3, I mean, how many ever, before my meal even got there. Or go to Golden Corral or Ryan's and eat those yeast rolls. I mean, gosh, I used to fill up on those yeast rolls, loved them. But I don't think I'll ever do that again. There are ways to have breads, but you just have to make them yourself. Which I've loved to make homemade bread myself anyway in the past. So I've got some coconut flour and I've got some almond flour. I'm going to try my own hand at making some coconut bread or some whatever, maybe some muffins or something like that. But I just haven't got around to that just yet. So if you have any, experiences that are similar to that, where your dietitian told you need to add this to your diet and you didn't listen, I suggest that you do, because like I said, she knew what she was talking about. And before I left my appointment, when I had my little time with my surgeon, and he was telling me that my numbers were really good and that he was really, he was proud that I was doing better than what he expected. And he said, don't expect this much weight loss like every month. And I was like, no problem there. I'm really expecting nothing, so that anything is a surprise for me. That makes sense. I just am so satisfied. But my surgeon, so I was talking to him and I said, well, my nutritionist wants me to add in more carbs to my diet. And he was like, you need to be careful with that. And he was like, you're doing good the way that you're doing right now, and you just need to be careful with that. So then I kind of got nervous. I was like, okay, who do I listen to? Do I listen to my dietitian, nutritionist, or do I listen to my surgeon? Then I got to thinking, well, my dietitian is actually certified, and she went to school for all this, and she knows, so I'm just going to give her advice a chance. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll go back to doing what I was doing. So anyway, that's where that is. I'm excited to see what is next. Like, if I'm dropping weight like that in the very beginning of putting carbs back in my diet and I continue to do well with that, like, what is next? That's kind of my question. I'm definitely wanting to get back in the gym every day, at least 5 days a week, so that I can definitely get my 30 minutes of cardio, maybe even an hour, depending on how I feel. I want to start toning up my arms, and I want to start toning up my legs and my stomach, of course. So I might do some gym sessions. I don't know. I don't know. I get nervous in the gym. I don't like it when people watch me, so I may or may not do gym sessions. And I may do it just as a, a motivation thing. It may not be something where I'm like, watch me work out, but it might be like, hey, I didn't think I could do this, but watch this. I'm not really sure just yet. Another thing is, I had my camera all set up at home. I was going to do my shot in my living room, but my husband needed me to help him run errands again today, so here I am. So I hope that these videos in my car aren't annoying for you. I don't know if you can hear any of the road noise. I've listened and watched my videos and I don't notice it, but then again, stuff like that doesn't bother me.